Right. 5, 4, 3, 2.
G would it be? It's Mr. Bubblegum Man, female's favorite, Slim Every Dope Boy, corporate gangster, St. Louis MoneyNow, DJ MoneyNow himself. So look, man, welcome to Money Talk, man, a special 314 edition, man. Shout out to St. Louis, y'all know what's going on. Shout out to the LIVEST studio audience in America. What's up? How y'all feeling tonight? Yeah. So look, we got a special one for y'all, man. You know, for St. Louis 314 Day, I had to bring y'all some 314 talent. So before I introduce our first guest, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, you know what I'm saying, and let y'all know what's going on, man. And come right back to Money Talk. Let's get it. Welcome back to Money Talk, man. Shout out to the LIVEST studio artists in America. How y'all feeling tonight?
We are feeling great.
Yeah. So look, with that being said, I want to shout out to APAP Media Group, man. You know what I'm saying? APAP TV Media Group, man, for always having Money Talk, and we found a home here. You know what I'm saying? I also want to give another shout out to I just became a brand ambassador for a St. Louis clothing line. You know, it's 314 Days, so that's what the theme about. So shout out to Troublemakers, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, Bear Rose, you know what I'm saying, for the merch, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go shop at troublemakers.com, you know what I'm saying? So this is actually a slingshot that came with the merch, you know what I'm saying? So just let y'all know, man, we dealing with that exclusivity stuff over here, man. So with that being said, I know y'all wondering who in the building. Y'all like, dang, who he got for St. Louis 314 Day? Without further ado, y'all, let me introduce y'all to Troy.
What's good, fam?
What's happening?
How you doing, boo?
I'm excellent. Just on the grind.
Yes.
Grateful to have you here.
Thank you for having me, man. St. Louis 314 Day. Happy St. Louis Day, man.
Yeah, happy St. Louis Day to you, too. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you know, it's a good old St. Louis question.
Yes.
Where you went to high school at?
Riverview Gardens.
Hey, view time, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Castle Point, too.
Yeah. Castle Point, Moline Acres, the whole
St. Louis. Shout out to our community, man. St. Louis, thank y'all.
Hey, but Troy, that's crazy, because, like, I know we officially met in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We probably crossed paths, but we probably just ain't remember it, but we actually come from the same, like, background. Like, you know what I'm saying? We say Castle Point, I stayed on Duke, you know what I'm saying?
Count for me.
Okay, yeah. Like, I'm talking about, let me see, like, probably from, like, second grade on to high school. Like, I went to, I was out there, like, Spanish Lake. No, I was out there about Riverview, Spanish Lake area towards my high school years and shit like that. But for the most part, I was in Castle Point with it. I went to Lewis and Clark.
Where you go?
Lewis and Clark and Coke.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
So that's background. That's history.
Real shit.
So if I didn't move, man, I think we would have definitely crossed paths, man. For real.
Most definitely. So where did you move to when you left?
Moved to Michigan.
Okay.
Yep. So I did the rest of my high school in Grand Rapids, and then I went to college in Michigan State University. So that's where I graduated from. So, yeah.
Shout out to Michigan State. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. But I want to give thanks to St. Louis, because that city definitely made me who I am, along with a lot of other Midwest cities. Shout out to Wisconsin too, my birthplace. But growing up in St. Louis definitely taught me how to hustle. And be mindful. And St. Louis is always known for just having that confidence and knowing who we are. You know, we either gonna find a way or we gonna make one. We're gonna create one, you know what I'm saying? So that hustle and that grind in us always keeps going.
Now, that's real.
Every person I met that's from St. Louis that's here in Atlanta is thriving, grinding in some form.
So throw a couple of names out for those, you know what I'm saying, that you, I mean, if you want to. So
shout out to A-Game. A-Game here, that's one of the most hardworking St. Louis brothers here that I met here in Atlanta too, right along with you. Shout out to you. Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
You know, and it feels good to know that you can meet other people in your same community and city where you from in different areas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful. Thank you. I'm glad we here.
Shit, I'm glad we're here too. You know what I'm saying? That's that St. Louis slang. We here.
We
you know
here.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
I know you've been having a lot of people like, I like your hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. They like the difference between here and her and
hair and stare and stir, all that shit, man. But yeah,
that's our language.
That's our lingo, man. And I'm grateful to be born and raised there as well, just because like it's just something about St. Louis, man.
Yes.
Like, it just holds you. You know what I'm saying?
Down to the food.
To the food, yeah. Speaking of food, what's some of your favorite St. Louis foods?
I'm vegan now, but before I wasn't vegan, I definitely missed Emo's Pizza, Chinaman. Man, what else? That was a long time ago, but those are my top two for sure, though. I miss eating the pickles from St. Louis. It's just certain things they did culturally that I know, like you could tell who's from St. Louis or not. You know, down to the Chinese food, to the pizza, to the square pizza.
Right, the square beyond prepared.
Yes. the type of food we eat. So I remember, eating that type of food growing up and missing that, So
no, for sure.
I definitely plan on going back.
Yep.
See if they got vegan options in that form. But
when the last time you been back?
Ooh, since I was in college. Years.
Damn.
Yeah, I ain't been back since. I would like to go back though.
Yeah, St. Louis doing their thing.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I'm outside looking in, but we on the inside. We just out on the outside.
Yeah.
But like, I'm talking about like they just opened the soccer stadium. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis City soccer team. I think that's what it's called. And just of course, like the Armory. I think that's called, or it's something basically like it's like a huge place where people go drink beer and shit. A brewery or something. I don't know what it's called exactly, but yeah, they been doing their thing in St. Louis. Yeah.
Yes. So shout out to everybody from St. Louis.
Woo!
My family. 314 day.
314 day.
Man, we here. We live.
And that's actually how you came here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
She, like literally less than 24 hours ago, she hit me up. Troy hit me up like, hey, because I reached out to her, you know what I'm saying? Just I always wanted to get you, like when I was doing what I was doing in the past, I wanted you on that, you know what I'm saying? Just want the right timing, but this was perfect timing right
Man, I'm glad, I hit him up and like, man, 314 day, it's the same time of the interview. Let's get it going. Why not? This is our day.
Yeah.
So perfect timing.
So for the people who don't know you, Troy, go ahead and tell them what that you do.
So I'm a hip hop artist. I go by Troy Fayola. Troy stands for They Reminisce of a Yancey. That's my last name. I'm also a math instructor. I've been educating for about 10 years now. So everywhere I moved, I always kept in touch with the education sector and making sure our young people and youth have that knowledge, So I'm always, whether me in the classroom, whether I'm taking students on HBCU college tours, I'm always interactive in our communities. So that's, a community advocate, a leader, especially in being a woman in hip hop. I'm definitely proud that I get to merge education, knowledge, and music, So that's basically,
Okay, hey, I learned something today, Money Ty, you know what I'm saying? Because look, I didn't even know you was a music instructor. I mean, not a music instructor, a math instructor, you know what I'm saying?
Instructor, yeah.
So that's pretty cool because actually math was my favorite subject too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, so just getting the students to learn about math and, a lot of people, need the right educator to make them more interested, So being that person of influence and getting them interested in doing something so they can become young teachers and help someone else. That's really what education is about, though.
All right, passing along.
Passing along, Once you master it, teach someone else. Give them the gems.
So, do you have a favorite teacher that stand out to you?
Yes. Actually, you know what? I got two teachers from St. Louis. One taught at Lewis and Clark, Mr. Henderson.
Mr. Henderson.
You know him?
I know Mr. Bald head. Like him and Mr. Wisely was like this.
Sound familiar, Wisely.
Mr. Wisely. He wasn't one of my favorite, but like I just remember like him and Mr. Henderson and Miss Terrell.
Miss Frayson?
I don't remember her.
Miss Terrell. I know Miss Terrell. She was Lewis and Clark.
Yeah. So that's how. Yeah.
So Mr. Henderson, he the one who actually got me interested in reading. He used to have us read newspapers and paragraphs and explain what we read, and so I definitely get big ups to him. And then my music teacher in band, my mom always put us in music at all. So we was in music between third grade through since when we graduated, senior year.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to Miss Radiker from St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? She was one of my favorite teachers. You know, she made me passionately love music, and I stayed with it. You know, so not only do I rap and write, I can read music, play music, read sheet music.
Okay.
So it's beyond just the spin and ciphers. I can write music, I can read sheet music and play instruments.
There you go. There you
know
go.
What I'm saying? So I'm a music artist, you know.
Yeah.
So I give thanks to her. And also another band teacher of mine, Michigan, Mr. Burt, rest in peace to him. He was also one of my band teachers.
Okay.
And shout out to my math teacher, Miss Freeman, so shout out to those.
Yeah, shout out to all the educators
Yes.
that lasting imprint and lasting impression on us students. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like you just shit. I feel like we that closer because we both love math. Like that.
Yes.
I was a peer tutor.
Yeah.
I used to tutor college students.
For real?
Yeah, like cause like math just came easy to me. If I had math on any year, any subject, I know it's a guarantee A. Cause it's simple. I mean,
really
at least it was to me.
Yes. So I love math. Yeah.
So let's talk about the music. So I know you've been in band since you was 3rd grade. You know, so like, at what point did you say, I want to actually start taking this music serious. I want to be a music artist. You know what I'm saying? I want to start producing and putting out my own music. Like, at what point was that?
So before band classes, my mother she would host a lot of music festivals when I was like 5 years old. So she's a poet.
Okay.
She would recite her poetry in front of hundreds of people. So not only was she a poet, she was a host, and she would put together between this when I was growing up in Wisconsin. So we had Chicago, we had Milwaukee, and we right in the middle. So she brought a lot of people regionally to come to the festival. It was a citywide festival.
Okay.
And at that festival, we had a lot of acts, and it was the multicultural fest. So she brought a lot of people from different ethnicities to come in, and I remember being like 5, 6 years old. My mom had all her children perform, and I remember rapping Crisscross. Me and my twin sister, we rapped Crisscross, and 5 o'clock in the morning. It's a song called 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And we used to rap that. I was like 5 years old. So when I seen my mom perform, I was like, oh man, I love that. She filled love into the community with her words, and I always been writing. So. From there, I kept writing music, and then band came into play when I was in elementary.
Okay.
And then that's when it clicked, like, oh wow, so not only can I perform and rap, I can read music now. So even when you hear me rap, it's like a band, like the cadence is what I've been learning because musically in band, I'm learning how to read notes and understand, how to rap musically and sonically.
No, that's real.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
But I took it serious when I graduated college. Well, right when I was, during college, right when I was getting ready to graduate, I was like, okay. Because I used to perform spoken word and open mic nights on campus at Michigan State. So
no, that's real. Okay, I bet people love that shit.
Yeah, so, and then too, it was a good thing we had our, set people that knew, when it comes to, things, a lot of events on campus. We created our own hub. I would perform. It's this event called MSU. What's the name of it? It was participation, and it was one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest events you had before school starts, and they had another one called Spartan Remix.
Okay.
And they invite a lot of the big artists. So I was one of the big artists on campus.
Hey.
They let out. They said, okay, we're gonna have you headline. One year, Toby Nwigwe, he's from Houston, Texas.
I know what you're talking about.
I had opened up for him.
Wow.
He came to Michigan State. And shout out to Toby, man. He's killing it right now, So I opened up for him as one of the student representations on campus. So when he came to perform on campus, I was one of the student artists that opened up for him.
That's lit. Cause Beyonce them pulled them up, what I'm saying? Put them on her team.
Yes, as she should. No, that's dope. That's what we need.
No, for sure. Just different creatives, and that's what it's all about being different. Like, what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just let the people know, what I'm saying? So when I first met Troy here in Atlanta, I pulled up to this was my first time ever having I don't know if I should say their name, but
at restaurant.
At the restaurant, I pulled up. What I'm saying? I'm looking for. At the time, I was practicing veganism. What I'm saying, like you, Troy. So I was like, man, shit. I keep hearing about this, man. Let me pull up. man, I got that sloppy toppy. That was the name of the actual meal, and
Yeah.
and I went to like the bar that was next to it. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the same thing, but I went to it, and then I was like, I met Troy. I was like, yeah, let me sample that. Let me sample that. Let me sample that. Let me sample that. Like, so she kept on coming too. Like she ain't like give me no attitude. Like, damn, where you gonna buy something? Like,
Nah, man, customer service is key. You know, it's really just building relationships with people. Even if I wasn't working there, it was, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to feel like, you know, I'm rushing you, or you know what I'm saying? You a customer.
Like pressing me, like, hey,
yeah, I'm here to serve. So it's like, okay, you haven't been here, even if you have, if you wanted to try it, here you go.
That's real, yeah. And so before we get further into the interview, we'll take a quick commercial break, let the people know what's going on, and you know, shout out to everybody that's been tuning in to Money Now. We'll be right back.
Peace. Man.
All right, we back. And then of course, you know what I'm saying, still here with Troy. You know what I'm saying? I like how you broke down the acronym for Troy, you know what I'm saying? Because I just thought like that was just a name that you wanted to go with, but like the fact that you actually well thought that through, and you know, what is remind me of it again?
Oh, so Troy stands for They Reminisce Over Yancey.
They reminisce over Yancey. Yeah, I like that.
I use that because it's a song by Pete Rock and C.E.O. Smooth. It's called They Reminisce Over You. But my last name started with a Y, so I took the U out and just put Yancey.
Okay, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. And then Fayola, right?
Fayola.
So where did Fayola come from?
Fayola is an African name that means fortunate, honorable, and blessed. And, you know, because I come from African lineage, you know, I just say, you know what, let's, I had watched an interview by Queen Mother Moore, and she was like, man, whatever you do, give yourself your African name. And I was like, you know what, that represents me. I'm honorable, fortunate, and blessed. So, you know, with my lineage and everything, I'm glad that that's a name I'm proud to, you know, represent, you know. So not even just musically, just as a human, you know, and as a goddess, I feel good knowing that, you know, I hold myself with great character, you know, so, and integrity and principles, you know, so.
So with you being, you know, in your own lane when it comes to this music thing, how do you navigate just, or I would say like the clutter that's evolved, you know what I'm saying, to where like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that's going on. It's a lot of whatever, you know what I'm saying? So how do you kind of like stay in your lane and kind of like surpass all the clutter?
My thing is to be creative and to explain who I am as a human, as a woman, you know, everything, and express our culture. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to talk about a lot of things that's already been said. And a lot of times for me as an artist, people just need that knowledge. They need that healing with the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So I think I create my own lane because I play music, or I create music of what would I want to listen to.
Okay.
And then, you know, and a lot of it has to do with my experiences, or, you know, someone else's experience that I probably know, you know, and speak for the voiceless. You know, so for me, creating my own lane is, and I'm gonna be honest, just as an artist, just being in that business mindset, not just performing all the time. Being an independent business artist sets me out too. So I don't want to just be that artist that say, okay, let me go in the studio and just rap and write. That's cool. I'm all for creativity, you know. But as far as being like knowing the process of the music and the music business.
Right, it is a difference.
Yeah, so a lot of, you know, artists, you know, I would love for them to understand the concept of when you create music, I want you to own what you create and create what you own.
Say it again. Look in the camera and say it again. Let them know. Talk to them. Look in this camera right there. Yeah.
There's a lot of artists who don't create what they own. There's a lot of artists who don't own what they create. So I want to merge that understanding of creating your own and having ownership of what you create. That's your art.
Okay. You know that's real. I had to solo that out because a lot of people probably went over their head like, you know what I'm saying? So that's real. That's real. Okay. So tell me about your most memorable performance.
Oh, man. Oh, matter of fact, you mentioned this earlier at our bar. That was just recently, this year. Shout out to Lacey the Great. Me and him collaborated on a song called Locks. We performed at our bar. I didn't know he was going to be performing there. I was there just to support other artists.
Okay.
And he happened to be one of the artists on the lineup.
Right, and then it's
And-
like, when he brought you on stage?
Yeah, he was like, okay, let's go. I said, okay, yeah. So it was a lot of love in the room, and a lot of people happen to have locks. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, oh wow, we get to celebrate and create a song that hits our culture. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't got locks, you know someone with them.
Right, exactly.
You know? And if you don't have them, you can still celebrate our culture.
No, that's true. I would say I obviously wasn't in the building. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing.
And it's a good vibe, even if it's, you don't have locks. Just hearing that song is a good vibe. You can just, have fun to and celebrate to.
Yeah, man. Like, that's incredible because I actually like always aspired and I desire to actually, whether it be a resident DJ at our bar, whether it's just throwing an event at our bar, because like it's I love the whole setup. It's most definitely for creatives and stuff like that. So
so shout out to our bar, Fayola, the dope lady, and Fort Knox. You know what I'm saying? For putting on for the artists.
No, for sure, that shit put on for me too. Like, what's up, our bar? Hey. Nah, let me stop playing. No, but so how did the song Locks? Cause you brought a couple of songs. So how many songs you brought with you tonight?
I have, including the Locks, I have 3 total.
Okay, we got 3 songs. Kind of break down the 3 and starting with Locks.
Okay, so with Locks, Lacey the Great, he's the one who created the concept of creating the song about locks. So he hit me up. He already had the loop, the hook. And he was like, you know what? I would love for you to jump on this. And I said, I'm grateful because, when we talking about hair, I think it would be best to have a woman's touch on this song when we talking about hair. You know, hair is a woman's glory. So he sent me the beat. I looked at, I had to, and I'm gonna be honest, growing my locks was an experience. It was a journey. So I didn't want to just write just randomly. I was like, let me tell my experience. Right. And then if someone else having the same, we could share that. So when I heard the beat, I was like, this is it. I can hear it in the club. I can hear it if somebody car, if they drive. I can hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's a good vibe. I can hear it at a hookah lounge. It was just a good vibe song. And I'm glad we put on. I'm glad the song we created here in Atlanta. We shot the music video. And it was like more of a kickback summertime vibe. Okay, yeah. I feel it this summertime. Little cookout, you know what I'm saying? Man, we playing cards, doing the music video, you know what I'm saying? We was just vibing, so that was a great song I'm glad we put together. That was released August of 22. Okay, and have you walked somewhere and you heard y'all song played? Yes, I was in our bar actually. We just talked about it. For real? When I came in, it was like perfect timing. The song was I know you was in the building. It was already playing, so it was like, wow, they actually cherish that song, even when I'm not here. Right, they playing it. They playing it, so it felt good. It felt so good. So. And I know we briefly talked about it off camera, so if you don't mind, remind the people what you told me as far as like the marketing. How y'all going about it right now? Oh yeah, so with Locks, I hit up Lacey and I was like, you know what? Let's create value when it comes to songs. So what I did was most times when artists create songs, they make sure they have a marketing plan and a budget. So they normally go on social media, Instagram, and pay ads for that song or for that reel that's behind the song. So I was like, okay, that's cool, but even without a budget, what I decided to do, I hit up Lace and I said, let's reach out to locticians in Atlanta, Georgia. It's everywhere. Right? Yeah. I reach out to 20, you reach out to 20 plus, and instead of money, let's exchange it with promotion. So, in Instagram, you can play your reel with the song. So while they play our song, we'll be resharing their reels, showing them doing their clients' hair, promoting their business. No money involved, just straight organic promotion. Yeah. So it went to other places outside Atlanta. So I say, it don't have to be money. It could be just sharing information. Yeah. You share my song, I share your business, and that it accumulates to more people wanting to know about these locticians. Hence, they get to hear our song while the loctician's doing their client's hair. We keep resharing it. I have my community. Lacey the Great has his community, his team. We cycle them reels and shares. I do the same on my end. And then ultimately the loctician is going to do that as well. They're going to tell their community of locticians about the song. So when they get in the chair and do their client's hair, they play that song again. So we had that campaign going we dropped it in August, between August and December. And to be honest, even now, people just doing it now, just even without us connecting with any locticians. now.
Now imagine like.
If we consistent.
No, I'm just saying, like, I ain't about. I mean, of course, it's about being consistent, but like, imagine, like, dang, this is the official anthem for everybody on this globe with locks. Like this. Like,
yes, we a loctician in Vegas hit us up. They was sharing our song. So you know how when you on Instagram, you hit the song, and it shows how many people are sharing that reel. Mm-hmm. Somebody in Vegas, somebody in South Carolina. They'll share our song they'll show their hair getting done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a good marketing thing I think I presented to him to let him know, like, not only am I just a collaborator, but I'm also, this is my effort in wanting to promote our song collectively.
No, that's real. So before we get up out of here and get our next guest on, I want you to tell me what does Troy has coming up. Like.
So I'm currently working on my debut album this year. So my plan is to drop it and release it fourth quarter, you know, so this the time. And the reason is I want to drop it by the end of the year because I'm working on the business behind the music. So getting my royalties in place, getting my music publishing company, and when it comes to collections, when it comes to trademarking and a lot of things, and funding the music behind outside of just the art. I want to create revenue for the songs I'm creating. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm handling the business part of my music. So I don't want to just work on the album and then put it on DistroKid and just let it run its course. And I want to make sure things are organized and in place. And I'm creating a team while I'm doing this to help me back my album. You know, so.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited. Oh, you want to drop the name? Or you gonna wait?
Not right now. Not right now.
I feel you. I be on this saying, I gotta wait on that.
Yeah, just wait on it.
Okay. So, tell the people where they can find you on social media.
So you can find me on all social media platforms and music platforms at I am Troy Fayola. That's TroyFayola. Yeah.
So, hey, shout out to the livest studio audience in America. Yeah. Money Talk, y'all ready to see Troy hit the stage?
Yeah.
I said Money Talk, y'all ready to see Troy hit the stage?
Let's get it.
Yeah, okay. So look, so we finna take a quick commercial break. I'm gonna bring on our next guest. And you know what I'm saying, Troy, I appreciate you coming out and rock with me. Happy 314 day to you.
Happy 314 day, brother.
Yeah, you already know what's going on. Hey, St. Louis stand up. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be right back with more Money Talk. Let's get it.
That's a beautiful interview, man. Thank you, man.
Appreciate it. And we back. Shout out to everybody that's been in the building, man, part of the movement. Y'all know what's happening. So this is another edition of Money Talk. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our special guest, Troy, who just was here getting interviewed. She gonna come back later on, you know what I'm saying, to perform. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay in tune for that. It's a treat, you know what I'm saying? If we ain't gonna keep it discreet, we gonna make it happen like a cap, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, happy 314 day to all my St. Louisans out there. Anybody from St. Louis in the crowd, let me hear you scream! Yeah. So we got a lot of St. Louisans showing love. And ultimately, man, shout out to everybody that's been a part of Money Talk, man, you know what I'm saying? This is like the second edition of it, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, like, we always been talking about the money, you know what I'm saying? So ultimately, I want to shout out to APAP Media Group, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, the whole team, you know what I'm saying, that's actually been able to put this together for us. And also shout out to, you know, I'm the new brand ambassador for Troublemakers. So shout out to the owner of Troublemakers, man, a St. Louis owner. You know, I got to show love to St. Louis on 314 day. So with that being said, make sure y'all shop, man. Go to troublemakers.com. You know what I'm saying? And order y'all some merch like yesterday. And it's going to come with this cool little gadget, man. You know what I'm saying? That made me feel like a kid again. You know what I'm saying? Little slingshot, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, but with that being said, I'm going to introduce our next guest. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might have seen her before. Y'all might have, you know what I'm saying, went out to see her performance. I might have checked out a music video of hers. I might have just heard a song. And if you're a DJ, you might have played the song. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Money Talk and everybody in the audience, put your hands together for SoCandy! Hey, what's up, SoCandy?
Hi.
Yeah, how you feeling?
Good.
Happy 314 day to you as well.
Happy 314 day.
Yeah. So appreciate you for coming out tonight with us. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, like, you know, we go way back like 4 flats when we kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh God. Oh God.
So yeah. So for the people who've been sleeping on the rock, go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I am a artist from, I won't say St. Louis, I'll be real, technically. I am from O'Fallon, Illinois. It's a small town right outside of St. Louis, Missouri. I just tell everybody St. Louis, Missouri because it's like easy to locate on a map.
Right.
And I'm from there, and you know, I've done a lot of things in entertainment, but ultimately my passion is music, and so that's what I'm doing now.
Okay, that's what's up. What's up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we, like I said, we got a history or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful to have you in the building with us tonight. You know, so I want to ask, like, what made you want to be a music artist? Because I know you say you did a lot of things within the entertainment. What led you to this point in your journey?
Before anything that I've done in entertainment, I've always wanted to be in the music industry. I've always wanted to, not necessarily be in the music industry, but like my dream was always to do music. So before I did anything that was fitness related or sports related or entertainment related, I wanted to be an artist. And so when I just remember when I was little and small, I would watch the music videos, and before being like, I'm a rapper, I'm a singer, I do both, you know, but a lot of you guys know me as a rapper. But before me even doing any rap songs or anything like that, I always wanted to be a pop star. Like, I always wanted to, like, don't judge me, but I loved Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and Sierra, and like, you know, that was me, you know? And so I've wanted to do that since I was 7 years old. I wrote my first song when I was 7, and you know, I got a whooping for it. And,
Not a whooping.
yeah, it was like inappropriate, but
Do you remember that first song?
I don't remember what it was about. Sex though, which is crazy to me that that's what it was about. But I got a whooping for it because my brother. I was writing the song. And I remember, you know, brother, sister, love. He stole the paper from me and he ran to my mom and he gave it to my mom. My mom's like, what the fuck is this? And I got a whooping for it. And so, yeah, that was like my first experience with like music or whatever. And after that, I got into sports. I got really big into sports. And, you know, after being a professional cheerleader and making a team out of 834 women, I was like, I could do anything. So I was like, I'm gonna pursue something that I have wanted to do my entire life. So that's how I got into music.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Like, so cheerleading, I guess it is a sport, you know what I'm saying? Hey, don't kill me. I was just asking, what other sports did you participate in?
Cheerleading, okay. I always said cheerleading wasn't a sport though, but it's technically a sport, but it depends on the cheerleader for real. But I did every sport. I was a volleyball player, I was a basketball player, I ran track, cheerleading, but what made me such an incredible athlete was gymnastics. I was a gymnast, and I wasn't just like recreational, like I do this play, like I was an elite gymnast. So that's why I can still do back. You see me on the gram hitting backflips and stuff, it's because I was an elite gymnast. So I did gymnastics, and that's what kind of carried me through sports my entire life. And with cheerleading, I wouldn't say cheerleading is a sport, but you do have athletes that are cheerleaders. So, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so out of all the sports, I'm assuming cheerleading was your favorite?
Cheerleading is fun as hell to me. Like, I don't know, like, cause I can do flips and I can dance and perform, and I don't know, it's just fun. Like, cheerleading is definitely my favorite sport.
Okay.
Like, I can be cute and do cool shit. Like, that's cool to me, you know? So I thought, yeah, cheerleading's cool. And I did it to the highest level. I was a professional cheerleader. So
that was my next question, asking like, what professional team did you cheer for?
I cheered for the Houston Texans.
Okay.
Yeah, I cheered for Houston Texans. You can check me out. You can look me up on that. I got the pictures to show. I got you, whatever. Yeah, I was a professional cheerleader for the Houston Texans, and it was cool because, you know, it was something that, I don't know, it's kind of a flex, low-key. Like, a lot of people can't say they cheered for a professional team, and I only did it for 1 year because it's just not really my vibe, you know. But it's on my resume, you know. I can say I did it.
No, it's actually major when you think about it, you know what I'm saying? So it is a flex.
Yeah, out of 834 girls, 33 made the team, which is crazy that I made it. First time, and professional cheerleading is different from like high school, college cheerleading. Like professional cheerleading is really like pom team. It's not like cheerleading you do at high school. You probably don't understand what I'm saying.
No, I mean, but
some of y'all watching might understand what I'm saying.
In the sense, y'all wasn't flipping.
No, we wasn't flipping inside. We were doing whole dances and all, and I'm not that. Yeah. I'm a flipper. I like to tumble and do athletic shit, you know? And so it was difficult. It was a very difficult time for me. And it's something that I knew I wanted to do and something that I put my mind to. And when I tell you, I was in the gym day in and day out. I was practicing dances. I cannot dance, but I knew I was gonna make this team. And I made it, first time. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, do you still like keep some of your regimens as far as exercise and keep your body right for, you know, being a music artist? Like, you bring some of your routines over?
Yeah, so I, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't worked out in about a month. My mom passed away on Valentine's Day.
I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences.
So I've been going through it, so I haven't really worked out in like a month. But before that, I was doing 2-a-days, and I was, you know, I would go and do my HIIT workouts in the morning, and then I go to the gym and do some cardio and get in the sauna and, you know, be done. But that's how I just kept in shape. Like, it's kind of insane that I was doing that, but it just kept me in really good shape. And so now, because I was doing that, like, I'm not like super crazy out of shape because I was just doing so much, you know, in the gym. But yeah, I'm gonna get back one day. I'll get back.
So like one day.
Yeah.
Nah, it's crazy because like what you sharing that story of your first song, and then, you know, with the news of you know, the unexpected death.
Yeah.
Does that like fuel your fire to keep going as a music artist? Like, my mama whooped my ass for this first song, so let me make sure she be proud of me for my latest song type shit.
Well, that's what sucks, because she whooped my ass for the first song, and, you know, coming from where I come from and my family, you know, my parents didn't agree with me being in the music industry. They wanted me to be in school and become a doctor or become a lawyer. You know, everybody in my family is doing that, you know. They're in school and they've graduated and they've done all these cool things. And me, I'm just like, I'm a rapper, like, you know, and it's like, she really didn't fuck with that, you know? And so one of my biggest goals was to like prove to her, like, this, I can do this, like, and I can make you happy and I can support you and help you with whatever you need to do, you know, in your life, and be that daughter for you. And I never did it. And so that shit fucked me up, you know, and that's the biggest thing for me that kind of like sucks. But now I know that she's watching over me, and I can, you know, everything that I do, because she wasn't happy with my career and what I wanted to do, she didn't really come to things that I felt like were important for her to come to, shows or different important like photo shoots or video shoots or anything like that. Whereas if it was like other kids in the family, I have 4 siblings, if they had an important event for school, she was always there, you know, just show her support. And so like now that she's gone, it's like, hey mom, like I just did a photo shoot for my next single. I'm like, hey mom, now you have to watch me. Like now you get to see what I do, you know? So that's cool to me, you know, but yeah.
That's what's up. And it's crazy because I just seen SoCandy at I was doing an interview with Skittles
yeah.
on the Pillow Talk and stuff like that. So Candy was in the building, and I want to put this on wax because, like, you know, it's always been love, always been real and authentic. Man, I did not like
recognize me.
I walked straight past Candy on accident. I didn't see her. You know what I'm saying? I was back there taking the photos too.
Yeah.
And then I get on my Instagram, and I'm like, Candy, she tagged me. I'm like, hold on, is she here? And I looked up, I'm like, dang, there you go. She was like, what's up, Hollywood? You acting Hollywood? I'm like, nah, Candy trying to say my head.
Hollywood, y'all. You was acting Hollywood me. I'm like, hold on, why you not saying nothing to me? Yeah.
Nah, you know, that was like my second time seeing you from the haircut. So it's like, my fault.
That's all good. I know I look completely different, man. I look so different, but it's cutting my hair has been a very big experience for me, and it's made me a very happy woman. I will say that. Yeah, it's different.
So let me ask the livest studio artists in America. Y'all like Candy new haircut? Yeah. They fucking with it. They fucking with Candy. Like, do you get more compliments now that you cut your hair versus or you know, like, can you weigh that? Like,
I can weigh it. Man, life has been so good since I cut my hair. Like when I had, you know, I never really wore my real hair. I was really always wearing wigs and stuff, but I had really long hair. And I would say now, I think I'm more like approachable. Like, I think people are more confident with like approaching me, and I have I've gotten so many opportunities since I got my haircut. And I don't know if it's because it's my haircut or if it's just life. I don't know what it is, but I have gotten a lot of compliments on my hair, and it's crazy. And it's been very difficult for me because it's like having to know a new me and having to, like, I don't know, dress it up or be like the baddest bitch or whatever, you know, that I call myself. And so it's hard, but I mean, now I don't know. I'm very happy with it, you know? Yeah. It was very difficult at first, though. I will say that. Very difficult at first. But
hey, at least you ain't whacking like this slow, you know what I'm saying?
You look great. We love it. We love it. Can I feel your
Yeah. So Candy, when it comes to the music, I know you mentioned to me the other night, you said you had something new you was working on. You know what I'm saying? You want to elaborate on that? Yeah.
So I have a new song, a new single, and like I said, a lot of y'all know me as a rapper. And I actually know someone. He's actually a very popular artist, Trap Beckham.
Okay.
Yeah. And he has a song, One Time for the Birthday Bitch.
Yeah, if you don't know that,
Two times for the birthday bitch.
Three times for the birthday bitch. Fuck it up and bitch your birthday bitch.
Yeah. Okay, so Trap Beckham. Shout out to Trap Beckham. So Trap Beckham and I have been really good friends for a very long time. And, you know, we ended up linking up and we ended up collaborating. And when we collaborated, before we collaborated, he heard a lot of my music, and a lot of y'all don't know that I have a lot of like singy songs. Y'all just hear my rap music. Nobody really knows that I sing for real. And so he heard a lot of my singing songs, and he was like, we're not about to do no rap shit, we're about to sing. So we got in the studio, he produced a beat, and like I sang on the song. And we've been doing multiple records together. This is just the first song that's kind of done.
Yeah.
It's called Candy, and he's kind of just inspired me to be like, I don't know, put me in like an R&B vibe or like a more melodic vibe. And the song is a remake to the hit song Candy by Cameo.
Yeah. That's what my mind went to when you said Candy. I'm like,
and it's just so perfect because my name is SoCandy. Mm-hmm. You know, the song is called Candy. Trap Beckham is like one of my best friends, and like we collaborated on it together, and you know, it's just a really special moment for me right now. I shot a photo shoot yesterday for the cover art, and I had like my whole Candy bikini outfit. It was super cute, and I made it, by the way. when you guys see the pictures, the outfit, I made
that's your
the
camera
outfit.
right there.
Oh, that's my camera.
Right.
I made the outfit. And yeah, so the song is just really, it's a cool song. It's just a remake of Candy, and I just can't wait for the world to hear it. It's awesome.
So look, live studio artists in America. Can y'all wait to hear this song too? So look, man, before we hear this song, I mean, we probably ain't gonna hear this song tonight, but when it come out, we're gonna hear it. But we're gonna come right back with more Money Talk with SoCandy.
How are we doing? Oh.
Welcome back to Money Talk with DJ MoneyNow and then our special guest, SoCandy. Yeah. Okay, Candy. So look, you got a unique style. You know what I'm saying? What inspired your style?
Oh man.
Because I know you said you made before we went to commercial break. You said about the outfit.
Yeah, I made an outfit. Yeah. What inspires my style is I don't really have inspiration. It's just kind of how I'm feeling that day. I don't know, I just like to feel sexy. Like, I just love feeling sexy. I love getting dressed up. I love actually like getting ready. Like, my get ready time is so important to me. Like, I like having music on and making a margarita and you know, putting my makeup on and just, I don't know, I like being soft and feminine and, you know, putting my heels on. I don't really have inspiration to my style. It's just whatever I feel like makes me feel sexy. I feel like that's just what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't nothing wrong with that. So what would be the biggest misconception of SoCandy that you would like to address tonight?
Can I cuss?
Of course.
That I'm a bitch. Seriously. When I ever told you, we were talking about my haircut and how I feel like people think I'm more approachable now. Mm-hmm. People think I'm a bitch. And I don't know why. Like, I can't tell you, I don't know why. I'm so nice. I am so nice, and I would love for people to approach me. I love for people to talk to me. There's been so many times where I've been out, I've been at the mall or the bookstore or like Walgreens, who knows? And somebody will DM me like, oh, I saw you today. And I'm like, why didn't you say something to me, you know? And it's like, I don't know, people are like, I don't know, people get nervous. I don't know what it is, but I guess I'm not really that approachable, but maybe I have RBF, resting bitch face. Yeah, RBF. Maybe I have RBF. I don't know what it is, but a lot of people think that I'm like mean. But I am so kind, and I have such a good heart, and that's a lot of the reason why I got fucked over in the past is because I'm just such a nice person. And yeah, that's the biggest misconception for me because, I don't know, people just think I'm mean. And every time someone gets to know me, they're always like, oh, wow, I never thought you were going to be like this. I always thought, and it's like, no, dude, I'm nice, I'm cool. Like, I'm really chill. Yeah.
Now, I mean, I can tell you probably what some people may think when they come to their head.
Okay, tell me.
They're probably like, oh man, she's very attractive. She gotta have an attitude. She gotta have, you know what I'm saying? Because it seems like just as a man, like, you know, I done, you know, seen what's out there. So I know the really attractive women, they be not only cold approached by a lot of men to where they be irritated, like, dang, what you want? Like, get out my face, like, stop trying to flirt, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when they see, basically, like, people put that label on attractive women, like, oh, man, she a bitch, man, you know what I'm saying? So they probably just grouped you in there, but, like, you know, from the day one when I met you, shit, it was all love, you was hella cool, you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
And shout out to my guy, Miguel, you know what I'm saying? That's why I met you through and brought you out to where we was at, we performed. I remember the first thing you said to me, you remember?
What did I say? I drink too much and smoke. What I say?
so that's how it was. Before she performed at the spot, Miguel introduced me to her. He's like, yeah, this is SoCandy. I was like, okay, what's that? Hey, how you doing? I think I gave you a hug. And she was like, you smell hella good. Like, you remember that?
I remember that.
We was at the bar.
Where were we at?
Whiskey Teas. Or they call
Oh my God, that's right. Was I with Pluto?
No. You was with
I was-
Miguel. You was.
Oh
it was,
shit! But the next time I was with Pluto.
Probably so. Yeah. That's what happened.
Crazy. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. I definitely remember that shit. Yo, that's the first time I met. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that too. Cause I'm like, shit. I need to. What cologne? I forgot what that cologne I had on. So I need to get some more of that. I need to get some more. No, but that was. But since then, like, you know what I'm saying, shit. You and I, we kind of been like this to where, like, you know what I'm saying. It's just always been love. Anything I had going on, I always invited you out. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
And it was just all love. So.
Always. That's why I fuck with you, man.
I fuck with you too.
Money has put me on some incredible stuff. He has really put me on some cool stuff, and he's brought me relationships that I wouldn't have now without him. So I appreciate you. And you know, music industry is all about relationships.
Yeah.
And you really didn't link me with some cool people, so I fuck with you for that.
I appreciate that, and I fuck with you just for acknowledging that, you know what I'm saying, especially on 314 Day, you know what I'm saying, because I do it for my city, you know what I'm saying, we do it for our city, we do it for whatever you do it for, but like ultimately, like, you know, I put, like when I was an artist, when I had my artist hat on at the time, my name was St. Louis MoneyNow, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah?
And then, so it's like the Instagram, STL MoneyNow, so it's like I'm always repping, because like I know where I come from, I never forget, but I know where I'm going, you know what I'm saying, too, so.
Right.
So yeah, that's what it's all about, you know, because relationships are worth way more than money.
Big fact. It's very true. Yeah. It's very true. That's very true. Yeah.
So tell me about your most memorable performance.
Memorable performance. Oh, I have two. And that for two different reasons.
Okay.
The first one is not as sentimental, so I'll just say it. The first one was, we were just talking about Pluto. I don't know if you remember.
Shout out to PBE Pluto.
Shout out to PBE. Yeah. I pull up and play with a 50 ball. So yeah, Pluto came, or he was in Atlanta. You know, he's doing it really big in he's really doing it really big in the U.S. He's just shout out to Pluto. But he was in Atlanta. He had a show. I pulled up and I performed at his show. And I know you remember this because you were there. I had on this outfit, okay? And the ass was out. Ass out, baby, bring the cash out. Yeah, the ass was out. It was out. It was like cut out though. And I could never wear this outfit again because the outfit was so iconic. But yeah, that show was just incredible to me. Like the energy in the crowd and just everybody that was just so excited to see me perform, and just everything that night was just, it was just an incredible experience. And I will never forget that. That was one of my favorite times performing.
Yeah, I remember that night.
Yeah, I felt like
it was lit.
That was lit, bro.
It was lit.
That was probably one of my littest performances, like that night. That was lit, and it's on my IG. I got it on my IG, so you can kind of feel like you're there if you watch it on my IG. Follow me on Instagram at @SoCandy. So my second one was in Pensacola, Florida. And
shout out to Pensacola.
Shout out to Pensacola, Florida. My father lives in Pensacola, Florida. Shout out to my daddy. And so I was in Pensacola, Florida. I had to do a bike show, and I was performing. And when I got there, this is the one thing that my mom came to, by the way. I know we were talking about this. This is the one thing that my mom came to. And she came because she was visiting my brother in Pensacola. And it was the sweetest thing because she came and she was passing out my flyers. Wow. And I just was like so happy that she was there. And anyways, so I went and we were passing out flyers and there was this girl there. And she just was so excited to see me. She was a little girl. She was like maybe 12 or 13 years old. She wasn't in high school yet. And she was just so excited to see me. And she wanted to do TikToks and do all these things, right? And so I performed, and right before I performed, I said, hey, I'm gonna need some girls to come up here and dance with me while I'm on stage. And some of her friends, they came up. She said she was gonna come up. When I went to perform, she didn't come. And so when I got off stage, she came up to me and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I really wanted to come, but I just don't feel comfortable performing, you know, in front of all these men. And so I was like, okay, yeah, that's understandable. And I was like, it's all good, whatever. But she was like, no, you don't understand. She said, I was raped when I was younger.
Oh.
And I don't feel comfortable being on stage in front of men. And I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, some girl that I've never met in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go to, I was in Pensacola performing, I was out the next day, like whatever. And it's just like, she just felt comfortable telling me this. And I was like, yo, that's when that happened, that's when I was like, okay, this shit is bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'm really like helping people here. Like she just made me feel, I don't know. It's just like she's so vulnerable, and I just grabbed her and I hugged her, and that for me, I'll never forget that. And then to this day, that girl hits me up every day on Instagram, and we talk, and she's like my little child. Like she's just, I don't know, it's just a cute thing. So that's probably one of my favorite performances, one of my favorite moments, really, as an artist. So yeah.
One super fan down, 999 more to go.
Yeah, 1,000 super fans. There you go.
For real.
Yeah, there you go.
So you brought how many tracks with you tonight?
3.
Okay, go ahead and give us a rundown of each 3 real fast, and then we got.
Yeah. So the first one is Candy.
That's the one with Trap Beckham.
That's okay. The one. Well, it's not. Trap Beckham's not on the song. He produced it.
Okay.
But it's still like his song because he produced it. But yeah, Trap Beckham and I collaborated on a song. The first one's Candy, and we already talked about that. The second one is Want It All.
Right.
And Want It All is a rap song, and it's really just like a fun song. Honestly, how the song happened is I was lit off the tequila. We were in the studio. My friend Mingo, shout out to Mingo. He was producing a beat. I just started doing putting that work, going up to start, and I just started rapping, and that's how that song happened. And then the third one is called Circle, and that's a fun twerk record as well. It's just a club record. And how that song happened was from Instagram Live, random. And I had a producer on my Instagram Live. He asked me to play some beats on my Instagram Live. I played his beat. I liked the beat. I started put that ass in a circle. When the beat came on, the next day we went to the studio and recorded it.
Yeah,
that's how that song happened.
It'd be cold as fuck,
Yeah.
Because I be spending your shit in the club,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DJ MoneyNow show love to all the
Facts.
independent artists, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it need to be heard,
Yeah.
for sure,
So that's how that happened. But yeah, those are the 3 songs that I brought.
Okay, cool. So I wanted to ask the LIVEST studio audience in America, are y'all ready to see SoCandy hit the stage?
Yes!
Okay. So that they ready for you, Candy. So with that being said, tell the people where they can follow you on social media.
Yeah, you can follow me on all social
they can
media at Real SoCandy. That's my IG, that's my Twitter, my Snapchat, my Facebook. You know what I'm saying? If you're into it, OnlyFans, you can all that, you know what I'm saying? Real SoCandy. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you, SoCandy.
Yeah,
and
of course.
once again, happy 314 day.
Happy 314 day, yeah.
All right, y'all. So look, we'll be right back with a quick commercial break. We're gonna bring Troy back up, and she gonna hit us with a performer first, and we're gonna follow it up with SoCandy, man. So with that being said, y'all, appreciate y'all coming out, and come right back. You know what I'm saying? Get your popcorn, get your weed, get your motherfucking drink, get whatever you need to get. You know what I'm saying? Come back, and we here at Money Talk. Shout out to APAP.
Yeah. Can I turn this up? The mic?